Testing, testing, hello. Okay, everything works fine. This is Nathan Jacobus. I'm coming to you live again, continuing this game. And I'm just going to take, as always, just a couple of minutes to put the word out on the socials. And I will begin playing in about a couple minutes. Okay, and just one more place as always. Alright, and with that, we are ready to go. Or not. Why is my controller not working? Alright, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes I do have technical difficulties. Alright, let's continue where we left off. I think we got Tsubasa to fight alongside with us. Fighting to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is that I really want, and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Alright, Lucky 13. Hey, Allie, thank you so much for the lurk. Hope you're having a great night. I did what I did with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince: Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems to be the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grab the sandwich offering and head over to Gaku's room. Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had bought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine with fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. You must have a couple of screws loose. I mean, soldiers gotta be crazy, man. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. Oh, here we go. What? But your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But, are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you, I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fast stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo! Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that went swimmingly. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We were basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making him a gift. Let's try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. But what will we get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Let's try Tsubasa. Alright, we're not going to be able to get into people's rooms here. Well, we can always talk to Hiroko. Not sure how good an idea that is, but... Oh, the war room. I thought she was in another classroom. Alright, here we go. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiroko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's extremely brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when this thing is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Sorry, never mind. It's important to keep a record. If there's no objective data, they might skimp on our rewards when the war is over. Well, believe it or not, being a soldier is a paying gig. Even the Revolutionary War, even the U.S. soldiers in the Revolutionary War, who fought against their British colonizers, they were also paid. You know, so let's be real here. When somebody does say, so like, not to downplay, you know, how dangerous being a soldier can be, but it is a job. It is a job. They collected a paycheck. They get benefits and shit. You know, that's the gig. So don't over-glorify it. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see. So he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Alright, yeah, still not able to use the VR machine. Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread? Huh? Needles and thread? Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing. And he don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it. Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. So his parents were members of the Quiverful movement. Well, that's just fucking great. We got a Duggar on our hands. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. He's got over 27. Like, holy shit, right? I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. Alright, who's around here? Alright, Dardomi is somewhere in the halls. Look, Takumi! Look what I found! What's that? A surgical scalpel. Which reminds me... Hold on. Alright. Yeah, after Dardomi's bit last night, I feel like it's important to actually have to put these up as trigger warnings. It's not necessarily like I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. Yo ho ho! Oh dear God. Darby swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched-up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although, giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. According to Takimaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the Gift-O-Matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching... Alright, we're making a sewing kit. A sewing kit? This looks good. The materials I need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. If the place Darmy found was a surgical facility, it might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors and medical cotton pads. They might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darmy show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Day 14. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darmy? Alright, that's it. I have to... Jeez, I have to amend my trigger warnings. Alright, gonna unpin that. I can't delete my own messages? Shit. I don't know. I guess I want to be very clear to anyone watching this. You know, if you're not comfortable with this, you know, if you're not comfortable with the content of this game, if you're not comfortable with Darmy being Darmy, it's okay to click away. I won't hold it over you. Alright, let's go. Begin exploration. You know, your safety, your comfort matters. Okay, take me to the hospital, Dartamy. Kyo! Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. Alright, that's where it is. Alright, let's start the search. Hey, creepers. Alright, pluck up your courage and pick it up. We got a straw doll. Okay. Alright, we'll pick some of these flowers. We got a small flower. Oh, the raw materials are coming up daisies today. Alright, we got another straw doll. Damn it, I should have looked before I made this turn. Alright, we are not gonna fuck with the tiger. I don't have Kako here, so I can't shoot it down. Let's try throwing a stone at it. Red crystal fragment. Okay. Shit. Oh, we get to fight. Alright.
It's killing game time!
Let's go. Take this. Here we go. Giddy up. All right. Let's do this.
Alright, can I hit anything else from here? Alright, Alright. Everyone's gonna take a defensive stance.
Keep your guard up.
Well, I guess Dartamy can at least kill that one. Alright, she likely won't get attacked on the next turn. Let's end it. Alright, should be able to.
Let's go! Seriously depressing. Go away!
And flawless victory. No damage.
Nice.
A piece of red cloth, huh? I'm gonna say superhero cape. Wow, this is a really good
Looks
outing.
good.
Oh, but now I gotta fight again. Fuck.
Let's do it to it.
Ready when you are. Yeah! My turn. Got it. Here we go.
Alright. Oh,
Ready when
I've
you
taken
are.
out 100 enemies. Okay.
Not gonna cut it.
It's killing game time.
Alright, that takes care of that. And defensive stance.
Don't touch me.
And I will end my turn.
Ow! Ah!
I've got this. Good to go. All right, my turn. Yeah. Good to go. There. Let's do this. Take that. Got it. My turn.
And there we go. Alright,
Nice.
battles are definitely way too easy. Alright. We got the needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Alright. Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing arrow gaze. Alright, that's a nice bonus. Alright, let's make the sewing kit. Yes! The sewing kit's done! I immediately headed to Gakka's room with the newly made stuff. Gift. Not stuff. It doesn't matter how many times you come over, I'm never gonna fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you could just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I admit this is pretty thoughtful. I had just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yeah, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the Macho Chan type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I can get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious?
Hey!
It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them? Seems like you're the ones with a few screws loose.
You can make bank if you fight. Perfect.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
I never got a perfect with Tsubasa. I only got goods. What? Make money? According to Hiroko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he inverted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do, real bad. You have no idea how long it's been broke? You have any idea how long I've been broke? Hang on a second. What is this alert? I gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex will be saved too. Isn't that a good thing? No way, it's not fair. Not fair. I told you, I'm an orphan. Right? I grew up in a poor group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them?
Valid point.
How is that fair?
Fair? Now that's not the time to be thinking. Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until that hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17! I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse. And I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
I get...
Well, I want to help you.
Shut up. I don't need your help. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. God damn it, Gaku. Like, I'll set this fucker up on a date with Junko and Oshima. It seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. It's no good, I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such resentment toward the Tokyo residential complex? Alright, yeah, we'll retry.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding? 7. I worked every day until I was about to collapse. And I don't have a...
Alright, that didn't work either.
Sounds like you've had it hard.
Shut up. Leave me alone already. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. It's no good. I failed. Alright.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I worked it all went to running the group home. Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever fight for...
Save your siblings.
Save your siblings.
Huh?
My siblings? Takemaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They frickin' used me. If it weren't for them, then my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those rats could go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
Ooh, that actually went up to 60%. What's with this guy? Really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them.
He does sound like a
They're
mom.
little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats!
Okay, that's definitely the wrong one.
Enough already!
Hey, Billy Billiams. Thank you, man. Every view helps. I'm going for affiliates, so I appreciate that, man. I hope you're having a great night. Not until society gives me what I'm owed. I turned into such a piece of trash because society sucks. It's all society's fault, not mine. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Alright, then I'm gonna tell him he sounds like a mom.
The reason I was holding down I'm the one, and despite all that, they just complained. They treated me like if anything broke, I must have mended their clothes. They're little parasites.
Really? Even that?
You sound like a mom.
Who are you calling a mom? I would have killed for a mom. Bring me a rich, nurturing biddy who'll give me all the chicken tendies I want. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, and despite all that, they just complained about how...
What the fuck do I say here?
That's just how kids are, though.
Well, I'm just a boy and life is a nightmare. I'm the only one making sacrifices. How's that fair? There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Every option I've gotten.
The reason I was holding down so many... Every cent... I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me. They just complained. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, I must have mended their clothes without their little parasites. If it weren't for them, I could have bought... Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats.
Wow,
I
okay.
wouldn't even shed a tear.
I guess sometimes the best thing to say is nothing. Damn it, die. They can all die. They all deserve to die. They should all just die. But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed,
I start crying.
it's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. Then they don't add any benefit to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. What? How about you just give up and accept it? Fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life? Oh.
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like for the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family. We got him, folks. Persuasion complete. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me. So who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them, even now? They could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them, too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Day 15.
Band out of troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your life to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay. The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... who could that be? The last time I answered the door, it did not go well. I had to put my first ever trigger warning on a stream. I opened up the door and welcomed my guest inside. God fucking damn it. How did you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Dardomede.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiroko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiroko? She wants you and me and Takimaru and Aito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiroko's orders must be carried out promptly and effectively. Okay. So the basic trigger warning for this game is Dardomede being Dardomede. Got it. Anyway, Dardomede bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Around what time did I say that? Alright, at around the 53-minute mark. I'll clip that after it's over. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiroko wants to discuss that test she mentioned? Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Alright, so nobody else is around. Oh, actually the twins are around. We can talk to them. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. We're back.
Huh?
Back? Where did you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There have been times in our lives where we've had to learn that the hard way. I can't believe we're back to eating grass to survive. This outside world is really something. We found plants that I've never even seen before. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay? There's no need to worry. Mr. Altsky has been sneaking his bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend, unlike a certain someone I could mention. Asshole, we're not friends. You are a creepy siscon. I could never be your friend. Well, excuse me, princess. And excuse us. We must be going. This wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself. Goodbye. Anyone out here? No, alright, so that didn't change. Nope, not the strange room. Alright, so where's the cafeteria? Alright, we took the long way around. Sometimes that happens. Alright. Ah, you're all here. You bet we are. I gathered them all up, just like you told me. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darmy. Mistress praised me. Thank you for the alert, Killer Machine. Hope you're having a great night. Did something happen between those two? Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time? I want to report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan? Have you managed to convince them yet? You have only 1 day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around. I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course, but we can deal with the holdouts later. Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we've made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. But without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. You really think abandoning those guys is going to make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. We've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and they'll finally bring out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to elude us would render the risks we've taken and sacrifices we made up till now completely meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about others, I prefer you spend it training to use your hemo anima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. As usual, Hideko left no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our options. Such a nice queen. How could anybody not stand that? Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing worth worrying about. What's our next move? Today is our last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something, or it'll be all over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cool fate. I won't let Hideko force them out either. I'll step in to protect them if I have to. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just doesn't work like that. I never expected Takemaru to be the one to uphold the laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. In the back of my mind, I'd been expecting, hoping, really, that Hideko would go back on her plan to cut out the non-fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to expect that, to think that. Even if I've managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins would still have to leave. That's right, we didn't even get to talk to Shoma yet. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. So where? Oh. Well, it'll be easy to find them. Alright, we'll talk with the guy who hates himself first. This is Shoma's room. I wonder if he's in. I rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually the door slowly opened. Hello, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. Well, we're off to a great start here. Hey Shoma, that deadline Hideko said for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know. Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she really is going to throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just have to be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that though, right? You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict there is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. It's my uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the wall of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get it over with now so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry you've had to end up here with someone like me. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. Alright. Time for the perverted brother. This is Kako. Oh, Ima is. We're knocking on the sister's room, sorry. This is Kako's room. Maybe she'll be more willing to listen to me today. I rang the doorbell and waited. After a little while, the door was pulled open by a shaky, hesitant hand. Brother dearest, Oh, it's you, Takumi. Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision on what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. Girl, your brother is fucking creepy. I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Okay, but at least let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me? Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions. It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says. Alright. I guess that's that then. Thank you for coming. Kako bowed uncertainly and closed the door, being certain to avoid making eye contact with me the whole time.
Hey!
That's about what I expected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that ever going out on the battlefield. This is Ima's room. Let's see if he's around. I rang the doorbell and waited. A moment later, the door was thrown open. Ah, Mr. Sumino. It's you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. How much do you think you can achieve in just one day? Ima, please. At least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed, thanks to the plan I've come up with.
Huh?
Oh, right. You mentioned before that you had a plan of your own. It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. There's no way Hiroko is going to allow that. That's the problem my strategy aims to address.
Hey!
And what is this strategy exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value. I hate this man. I hate his face. Ima waved me goodbye and closed the door, his easy smile devoid of any kind of fear or anxiety. He seems so confident. I hope the secret plan of his isn't anything violent. I've talked to all three of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my room. I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. If those three have really kicked out tomorrow, what'll happen to them then? Isn't there anything I can do? I wonder who that could be. Has one of them changed their mind after all? Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? But I don't have a moment to speak to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Oh, no, wait, he's not a Jehovah's Witness. Never mind. Oh, hey, Aito. What's up? I just wanted to discuss something with you. You know, about Hiroko. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something Hiroko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm now sure that it's important. So what did she say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. I thought it would be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain that Hiroko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we'd have all gotten into a big argument. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I didn't want to risk escalating them any further. I guess that makes sense. Well, what is it that you think she's hiding? I want you to think back to what Hiroko told us before she left and see if anything stands out. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than any other foes we've come up against. Huh? We've never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. But Hiroko spoke about there being more as if it was a sure thing. Now that you mention it, this is kind of weird. No, it's not. If you see one thing, there could be more of that same thing. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is just my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiroko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost like she knows something we don't. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. But if the people in charge here have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. Wait, just like that? There's no way she'll tell us the truth that easily. She'll probably brush the whole thing off. Knowing what she knows will allow us all to make more informed decisions. It makes sense, strategically speaking. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, we can get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. What? If Hiriko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make the others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position to begin with anyway. You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think it will come to that. Hiroko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chances of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help us get a better perspective of the war, we ought to know about it. It might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. There's a chance. That's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? I guess. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiroko to share what she knows with us. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway, and I don't think I can make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi, and you have quite a way with words, so... so that's what this is about. Alright, I'll go in with you and try to get the truth out of Hiroko. Thank you. I think it's best if we talk in private, just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiroko is in the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure, no problem. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Is Hiroko really hiding something? I can only hope she'll be more honest with us. If she refuses, things could get complicated. Well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. I should save. Hey, Kako. I don't see you out on your own very often. My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He's shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed. What is his plan, anyway? Did he tell you anything about it? No, not a thing. He always handles important stuff by himself. I see. If there's nothing else, I'll get back on my walk now. Excuse me. I just said Hiroko was in the leisure lounge. What would she be doing here all on her own? Look, Takumi, over there. Ido pointed to the pool. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. As we got closer, whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Standing there was, of course,
Your peeping technique leaves a lot to be desired.
oh joy, fan service.
What? We weren't peeping.
That's right. We would. That's to say, we didn't.
Why are you both acting so flustered? Does my body really unsettle you that much?
It's not that. It's just.
Get to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident. You knew I'd be here, so you must be here to see me. Out with it. What do you want?
We have something very important we want to discuss with you.
Very important, you say? All right. Wait here while I go get changed.
We watched Hideko make her way toward the locker room, the silence broken only by the echo of her wet footsteps. Half an hour later. Thank you for waiting. Now let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, there's no easy way to do this. I've just got to go for the direct approach. Alright, I'm gonna come right out and ask. Hideko, do you know something about the war? Something the rest of us don't? What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. Well, we figured it out from some of the stuff you'd said and done. Plus, if we assume you have information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war? About Last Defense Academy? It's not that we consider you an unfit leader or anything, Hideko. Now that Siri is gone, there's no doubt you're the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. And I'm sure everyone else would feel the same if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting amongst ourselves could tear this whole unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore.
Hey!
We're not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win the war and go home. So please, if you know anything that might help explain all this, I think we have a right to hear that. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off with an I don't know anything now, can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in me. You had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. We didn't mean to grill you. Exactly. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then... Yes, I do have certain information that you may find relevant. You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room, or how they choose who to send here? Hold on. Can we go and get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. It'll be better for our morale that way. What?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was. We'd be up all night if we tried to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that alright with you, Hideko? I'll tell everyone to meet in the cafeteria like we did before. Very well, you're right. It's best if everyone hears this firsthand. And you're not going to go back on this? You haven't left me with much choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. Harrowing? It's that bad? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it, too. Trust us, whatever the truth might be, I'm confident we can handle it. We've made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives on the line, but our resolve won't be shaken so easily. Alright, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept it secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to prepare themselves for the worst. I never really thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally be able to get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. A beat later, Hideko was already halfway to the door. Before she could leave, I called after her. Wait, can I ask you one last thing? What is it? Were you serious about the deadline tomorrow? Were you really going to force the non-fighters to leave? You said that time and again you didn't care if they died. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now, I'm finding it hard to believe that you're really that heartless. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Fuck. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. Despite those words, Hideko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way, her back to us the whole time. Hideko? She's not so bad after all. Just a little clumsy when it comes to expressing her feelings. Aito and I didn't stick around for long after that. We'd done all we can to do and it was getting late. We went back to our own rooms. I'm glad we figured things out, but what about this harrowing truth Hideko mentioned? Whatever it is, it's made her obsessed with winning this war. But it's also something she thought we'd be happier not knowing about. What could be that terrible? What's this big secret? No use thinking about it now. By this time tomorrow, she'll have told us everything. I'd better go to bed so I can be fresh for the meeting in the morning. And so ended my 15th day at Last Defense Academy. The 16th day would bring a development none of us were expecting. One that would have a considerable effort on our war effort going forward. I've checked all around this side of the wall of fire. There's no sign of her anywhere. She's not in her room either. I've looked in a bunch of classrooms, but she's not in any of them. Sorry for being so useless. I don't understand this. Damn it, where the hell is she? Hideko had disappeared. Oh my fucking god. Today was supposed to be the day she told us all about what she had been hiding. But when we got to the cafeteria that morning, Hideko wasn't there. We waited long enough that we started to get worried. A few of us rang the doorbell outside her room, but there was no answer. That's when we knew something wasn't right. We decided to split up and search the school for her. We scoured every inch of the academy, but failed to find any clue as to her whereabouts. After that, we tried looking outside. We followed the wall of fire all the way around, but still didn't find anything. Yuriko was gone, vanished without a trace.
Ah!
Where'd you go, mistress? It's safe to say that she isn't anywhere on school grounds. That just leaves one explanation. She must have gone outside the wall. No, that's not possible. I mean... Both fire extinguishers are still in the entrance hall. She couldn't have gotten out of school without using one of them. Then where is she? Why did she pick now to pull a disappearing act? You said Hideko was hiding something from us, right? Some kind of secret about the war? Isn't it weird that she went missing right before she could tell us? It's the same as what happened with Sirei. You mean we're going to find her chopped up and stuffed in a trash can somewhere? Don't say that. You're gonna make me... If Miss Shizuhara is gone, that means her fight or leave ultimatum no longer applies, right? Oh god, Ima, what the fuck did you do? I mean, nobody's going to want to test us while all this is going on. The rest of you don't even know what the test is going to be, right? Right? Shut the hell up, man. Why are you acting so happy? Wait a minute, Ima. Didn't you say you had a plan to get out of fighting or having to leave? What's the matter? You don't think I had something to do with this, do you? Have a little faith, Mr. Sumino. I don't have faith in you. You're a Syscon simp with motive to get rid of our leader. I'm sad to say my secret plan was a total bust. Miss Shizuhara disappeared before I had the chance to spring it on her. Maybe this is a bit redundant at this point, but just what was your plan? I was going to seduce her. Didn't I mention I'm a master in the art of love? Oh, fucking hell. Excuse me? Back in the complex, I'm pretty well known in certain circles. Practically a celebrity. The financial aid of my many kind friends is what's allowed me to put food on the table for me and my dear sister when times got tough. Okay. This guy is fucking weird. I mean, I get it. There are some people who do turn to sex work as a means for income, and I respect that, but... I bet he's thinking of his sister when he does it. I'm sorry, everyone. I know my dear brother's aura makes him seem pure and chaste, but no. No, Kako. This man does not have a pure and chaste vibe to him at all. I am not surprised. So, you were going to put the moves on Hideko and ask her to let you off the hook that way? Exactly. It would have been the perfect plan. One only I could have pulled off. There are so many problems with that, I don't know where to start. But we've got more important things to worry about right now. If you didn't do anything to Hideko, then where is she? If the school got attacked now, we'd really be in trouble. Hey, yeah, we've got no Sirei, no Hideko, it'd be a total crap fest. Let's try not to get sidetracked with the worst case scenarios. Maybe we should search the whole school again?
Hey!
Yeah, that's about the only thing we can do right now. wandered around the academy looking for Hiroko for the rest of the day. By the time the sun went down, we made no progress whatsoever. We were starting to get desperate. Oh.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
This is terrible. It felt like we'd finally reached an understanding with Hiroko, and now she's gone. She couldn't have just disappeared. She has to be around here somewhere. The fire extinguishers haven't been used, so we know she hasn't gone outside the wall. She's still on school grounds. She has to be. Let's look around one more time. Wait, Takumi, it's late. It's getting dark. We'll have a better chance of finding something in the morning. It's important that we take time to rest too. If there's some other crisis after this, the last thing we need to be is sleep-deprived during it. He's right. We can't spend all night searching and risk the next attack taking us by surprise. We need to conserve our stamina so we'll be ready to fight when the time comes.
Hey!
Alright, you win. Let's call it a day. Who knows, maybe tomorrow Hiroko will come back like nothing ever happened, and she'll explain everything. Anything's possible, I guess. I'll let everyone know we're done for today. You can go back to your room. Sleep well. I'll see you in the morning. She'll be back tomorrow like nothing ever happened. Even as I said it, I knew the chances of a miracle were practically zero. I slept fitfully that night, too uneasy to really relax. Any time things started to go our way here, those hopes were quashed almost immediately. Was that just the kind of place Last Defense Academy was? Day 17. Jesus. As soon as we were all up, we resumed the search for Hiroko. We started with the school interior. Nothing. Let's save. It's also really weird that the school has not been attacked since day 7, I want to say. I don't think I've actually fought a real battle on school grounds since I completed the demo. But this is really eerie. Then we split into groups and checked outside, everywhere we could reach, right up to the wall of fire. Still nothing. It was obvious now that Hiroko wasn't going to just show up out of nowhere. She disappeared, utterly and completely. Another day and we didn't find anything. This is bullshit, man. People don't just blip out of existence like this. But we've been as thorough as we can. There's still no sign of her. Does this mean she really did go outside of the wall? What about the fire extinguishers, though? You can't get out without using one of them, right? Yeah, I'm sure of that much. Then where could she be? Maybe she got kicked from the server? She might have lost her connection because of sunspots or something. This is not Sword Art Online, Dartamy. This is real life. Can I say something? Listen up, everyone. My darling sister is about to grace us with her words of wisdom. You can do it, sister dearest. I think I spotted an inconsistency with your logic just now. Something that doesn't quite add up. I'm sorry I wasn't able to find Hiroko. If there was an official scale for usefulness, I'd be right at the bottom. She's not on school grounds, but there's no evidence of her crossing through the wall. Where could she be? Where could Hiroko have gone? Damn that Hiroko. Where'd she get up and disappear to all of a sudden? Don't leave me, Mistress Hiroko. First Tsuru, now Hiroko. If the invaders attack now, we're gonna be royally screwed. My dear sister has something to say. Everyone keep quiet and give her your full attention. What's this inconsistency you spotted, Kako? It could be nothing, but... What if using the fire extinguishers isn't the only way to get past the dying flames? Oh. Huh? Hiroko was keeping secrets, right? She knew that we don't... She knew things that we don't. What if that included a way out of the school that none of us had noticed yet? A way out? It's like back in the complex. You end up finding shortcuts and stuff like in your neighborhood. Hey, Ryu. Thanks for the lurk. Always a pleasure to see you on here. You end up finding shortcuts and stuff back in your neighborhood as you grow up and get to know it better. That's right. None of us even considered that possibility. You're a genius, Sister Dearest. Oh, if we'd only gotten to know Miss Shizuhara better, she might have agreed to smuggle us out with her. So she left and went back to the TRC on her own? Hey, moron, this is Hiroko we're talking about. She was more serious about beating the invaders than any of us. That could have been an act for all we know. This is the only explanation that covers all the facts. Actually, I thought of something else that might explain it. Oh, really? What's the other explanation you thought of, Kako? There's a difference between this disappearance and the last one. Hiroko was one of us. She couldn't detonate the bombs inside of us like Tsuru could. Oh, I see. So any one of us could be the culprit here. If one of us killed her, carried the body outside the wall of fire, then came back after disposing of it, that would account for there still being 2 fire extinguishers here, wouldn't it? What? Since the corpse recovery drones don't work outside school grounds, they wouldn't have detected her death or brought her back to revive her. And it would be like Miss Shizuhara had vanished into thin air. Outstanding, Sister Dearest. You thought of everything. Wait a minute. You really think Hiroko was murdered? By one of us? Who was it? Which one of you killed her? Whoa, whoa, don't look at me. We don't even know for sure if that's what happened. No, it's the only explanation that makes sense. Mistress Hiroko would never run off and abandon us, and she wouldn't let any second-rate invaders in either. But she'd let her guard down around one of us. That'd be all a killer would need to get the jump on her. Don't talk like that, Dartamy. We're not murderers. None of us would turn on a friend. Are you sure about that? And here's Dartamy getting her hopes up for a killing game. We've only known each other for a couple of weeks. You don't know what everyone's capable of. Maybe, but still... My beloved Mistress Hiroko's been taken away from me. And in such a cruel way, too. I need to honor this memory by enjoying this paranoia-filled atmosphere to the max. That's your takeaway from all this? Please, it was only a theory. There's no firm evidence to support it. Right, just a theory. Just one possibility. You explained yourself really well, though, Kako. I think this is the most we've heard you talk since we got here. this is her field of interest after all. And there's the nighttime announcement.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
There goes the nighttime announcement. Another day is coming to an end. Both those theories mean Hideko could have left school grounds. Looking outside the walls starting to sound like a better idea, don't you think? Let's save that for tomorrow. We're not likely to find anything in the dark. But if she really did have a secret way out, she's probably miles away by now. Nah, we'll find her. Pieces of her anyway. Hey, you think we can shove the parts in the revival-matic? Maybe it'll still work if they're... Maybe it'll still work even if they're a little rotten. No, the manual was clear about that. It has to be used immediately after death, a few minutes at most. That won't matter if Hideko's still alive, and I sincerely believe that she is. I don't think discussing this any further will help us at this point. Let's take a break and get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll come up with a plan to take action. Right, that's probably the best approach. The group disappeared, all of us exhausted and demoralized from another day of fruitless searching. We made our way back to our rooms in heavy, sullen silence. As tired as I felt, I found it hard to sleep that night. I just couldn't switch off. Where was Hideko? How and why did she disappear so completely? We'd gone over a couple of possibilities today, but I wasn't willing to believe either of them just yet. Hideko running away, one of us killing her. Each sounded like just as impossible as the other. My primary goal here is to win the war. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. I don't think she was lying then, so why would she leave us so suddenly? I didn't come up with any answers that night, but I did eventually drift off. Sleep gave me no relief. Thoughts of Hideko and what might have happened to her haunted my dreams. It went on and on like that for a while. Time seemed to lose all meaning. I could have slept several hours, or only a few minutes. All of a sudden, my eyes flickered open. My body felt hot. Something was wrong. I glanced around, trying to get my bearings. It couldn't be morning already. It was still dark out. Then, I caught sight of something in the corner of my eye that had me springing to my feet.
What the?
It's Pack.
You! What are you doing here?
I could barely speak. Fear and confusion were making my throat seize up.
Who are you? What are you? Why are you in my room?
It's trying to speak again, but I still can't make anything out. It's just the same as last time. What is this thing?
Are you an invader? Why do you keep attacking the school? What do you want from us? I know there's something here, but what is it? I can't hear you. At least talk in a way I can understand.
This is getting me nowhere.
Did you do something to Hideko? Wait, no, not just her. What happened to Sirei? Was that you too? What did you...
Here we go.
Hey!
He's gone. More importantly, is that the alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I was right. The invaders are back. Hey, Super Cat. Welcome on in. Damn it. Not only do we have to fight them at night, we have to do it without Hiroko too. Was this part of their plan? Did they get rid of her so they could attack her now while we're confused and disorganized? No time to think about that now. I've got to get to the war room and get ready to fight. That alarm means the invaders are coming, right? They're going to be here soon? I'm sorry. I'm so scared. I can't move an inch. Alright, to the war room. It's about time we got to break free from our everyday existence and go on another killing spree. Kyo-ho-ho! Alright. Here we go. Takumi, it's an attack. We've got a fresh batch of invaders to deal with. I know. Right when I thought I was finally gonna get some sleep too. Bastards couldn't have held off till morning. Is it just the four of us though? What about Gaku and Tsubasa? I don't think they're coming. I did knock on their doors just in case. But Gaku didn't answer, and all I could hear from Tsubasa's room was a lot of dry retching. What a bunch of party poopers. They should just embrace the bloodlust already. We'll just have to make do with what we got. It makes... I guess so. I wish Hiroko was here, though. Wish all you want. It won't change a thing. We're still plenty strong without her. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Apart from all of us dying horribly, I mean. I won't let that happen. I can't die here. I made a promise.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
That's right. I'm going to survive and make it back to the complex, back to Kardua. So I can't die here. Let's do this. Let's protect our school. We'll kill the enemy and make it through this alive. Takumi. Now you're talking. This is gonna be a total bloodbath. Yo ho ho, I'm gonna get so much EXP. Right, of course. This is the only way to keep everyone safe. The fear hasn't gone away. I don't think it ever will. But if I let it get to me, I won't be able to save anyone. I'll do whatever it takes, even if it means fighting. Even if it means killing.
Come on, guys. Let's get this defensive battle underway.
Alright. We gotta fight. This is our first school battle since day 7, I believe. Oh, fuck.
Damn! These guys are caught above the rest for sure.
Do you think they're commanders? If they are, then what Hideko said was true. There's more than one of them in the invader army.
Now we've got to deal with 2 of them, right off the bat.
We're so dead! This is gonna be fun!
Alright. Jesus.
Let's give it to him. Let her rip.
Good to go. That's it. Ready when you are. All right.
Okay, so that's all I can do for that.
Let's go!
We better get moving. You're in the way!
Alright, definitely gonna have him take a defensive
Yes, leave it
stance.
to me. I've got my guard up.
Alright, ending the turn. I am really afraid right now.
I'm out of mana!
I guess it's my turn.
Let's do it to it!
I'm ready whenever.
Why is my field of movement so badly limited right now?
Got it. Nice. We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their numbers. All well and good. Yes, leave it to me.
Seriously depressing.
Alright, I'm gonna have to just endure that. Because I got this side to worry about.
Say when.
Let's do this.
I've got this.
Alright, yeah, end the turn. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting about those special attacks. Shit.
Weak. This certainly isn't good. My body.
Alright. That should do it.
Allow me to take them down. I'll leave the rest to you.
Let's go!
Alright, there's one commander down. Oh. That's all I had to do?
So did we win? Or what?
Something feels off, though. It wasn't like this when we beat the last one.
I knew it.
No way, it came back from the dead? I thought we were the only ones who could do that.
What's going on? Looks like these two come as a set. Anytime we defeat one of them, the other revives it.
The hell? How are we supposed to win this then?
If we can beat one of them, then finish off its partner before it has a chance to use that revival technique, that should do the trick.
Alright.
What a drag.
If that's what it takes, that's what we'll have to do. Unless anyone else has a better idea?
Incoming invader detected at 12 o'clock. Readings indicate target is an S-class fighter. It is currently approaching the school at a high speed.
Fuck.
Now there's 3 of them?
We barely managed to cope with 2.
You have gotta be shitting me! We don't have enough fighters to handle all of them!
We need a miracle and we need it now.
Hey everyone! Sorry I'm late.
Ah, seriously? A night battle? This totally stinks.
Hey, Tsubasa.
But we're dead if we lose here, right?
It's totally cool to park here.
Not just us. Everyone back in the TRC will be next on their list. If this is what it takes to stop that, then I'll fight too!
Hell yeah.
Tsubasa! Gaku! You came after all!
Well, you didn't leave us much choice. I was kinda hoping you'd be fine to win this without me. If I don't step in now, though, we're all gonna be royally screwed.
I'm so dizzy. I've already thrown up a bunch of times, and it feels like I'm not even connected to my body anymore. But I've decided to give this my best shot. I'll do whatever I can to help out.
Thanks, guys. I'll leave the enemies over there to you then.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Anyway, we got those revival machines or whatever up and running, right? If they do kill us, I'll come back and really let them have it.
That's the Spirit Kid.
What's the matter, Eito?
I'm a little overwhelmed. Seeing these two in their class armor ready to fight. But I'll be okay. Now that they're here, I'm not afraid anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but all my fatigue from before is gone. It's amazing how much difference it makes having friends by your side. So long as we keep trusting and supporting each other, I'm sure we'll be able to blaze our way to a brighter future. Let's turn this battle around and show them what we can do together!
Tsubasa is a sport fighter special in mobility and movement options. Her special skills, special mechanic, prevents fatigue regardless of how many special actions she takes. Alright, let's try Deadlights here. Alright. I want to take these guys out. If I can take them all down with one shot.
Don't try to stop me.
Nice. Alright, what can you do?
Let me handle it.
Gaku is a mid-range attacker that specializes in taking down many enemies at once. He automatically gains 1 plus attack when the voltage meter has 100 or more from his special skills, Special Vibes. After selecting a skill, you can select a green space and move to your character to before attack. No shit! Doing this means you select your target after moving, making it useful for long-range attacks that require you to keep your distance from the enemy. Alright. Number one rule of combat in this game is sweat the small
Get the
stuff.
hell out of my way!
Locked and loaded.
So, I'm not going to worry about that. Alright. What can I do here?
Hauling ass! Say when. Good to go. Take that! Got it! Let's do this!
Not yet.
It's killing game time.
Nope, that's not gonna do.
I'm ready whenever. We better get moving.
Alright, right here. Perfect spot.
Allow me to take them down.
The only way we win this is if we take them all out in one turn. So with that extra AP,
Prepped and ready.
and now I'm gonna end my turn. Alright, not gonna work. Alright. So this guy.
My turn. Ha! Let's do this. Take this! Hauling ass! Here we go.
I just want to see. Alright, so we've taken out all the small fry here. Alright. We'll survive the next enemy turn for sure. Alright, we're ending the turn.
Let me handle it.
I'm good whenever.
Just watch me. Get the hell out of my way! Let me handle it. Mow him down! Yes!
Alright, I gotta... I think...
I'm ready whenever.
Here we go!
Alright, I think... I take out these three. Alright, there's one. Okay, good. This plan is going to work. This plan has to work.
Good to go.
Ready when you are. I'm good whenever.
Got him.
They're gonna hear this engine roar.
All three. Three fuckers, one turn. And we got something even scarier.
What's next? A giant Mac?
We could use one of those right about now.
Actually, I think that's this commander's true form.
So then, if we take it out, this will be over.
Hey, Tsubasa, that class weapon of yours is freaking sweet. It's like some kind of tricked out car or something.
Fancy. The first time I used it was a total disaster. I spewed all over the interior.
Thanks for sharing that with its class, Tsubasa.
But this time, I've got the sick bag and tinted windows so I can fight with total peace of mind.
Oh, that's great. No matter how strong the enemy we're facing is, I won't be afraid anymore. Knowing you all have my back gives me limitless courage. I feel like I could take on the whole world right now. When we fight side by side, we become more than the sum of our parts. We're more than just a scattered group of fighters. We're a team. Let's do this, everyone. With our powers combined, there's nothing we can't do.
Damn straight.
Sheesh. I got embarrassed just standing here listening to you say all that.
Alright, we got a new enemy approaching. And shit. Alright, so we gotta take out the enemy boss.
Let's do this.
Alright, so first things first.
Let's give it to him.
Let's go. Here. Say when. Take this. All right, I've got this. That's it. My turn. Take this. Got it.
Okay, so that... Alright, so that area is safe.
It's killing game time! Let's do it to it! Yeah, yeah, yeah! I'm taking the wheel!
Alright, so these 6 have to go. Not just yet.
Let me at him. Just watch me.
It's not gonna hit the... I don't think it's gonna hit the big one, but we need to take out a bunch... Oh, it is gonna hit him. Alright, good.
I'll hit you with all I got. You can handle the rest.
Leave it to me! Watch out!
Alright. Now we're gonna end the turn. When an enemy uses a charge skill, purple warning spaces will appear before the attack is launched during their next turn. You can stop the charge skill from activating by reducing an enemy's armor to 0. Okay.
I'm good whenever!
Alright, well, before I do that,
I guess it's my turn. You're in the way. We better get moving. Here we go. Got it. Nice.
Let's go!
alright.
Locked and loaded!
There is no safe distance where I can hit this thing from. So I will move. Alright.
Leave it to me. Okay, okay.
Alright, now we're ending the turn. Shit! Whatever, it's not gonna cost me the match.
This isn't good.
Alright, they all share.
I can keep going. I'm not done yet.
Let's do this!
Not there yet. That all you got? Yeah! All right.
Let me at him.
Locked and loaded.
Just watch me.
I'm taking the wheel. Let's roll. Ready when you are. Watch out. I'm good whenever. Ready when you are.
Alright, let's go.
Let's ride. Felt that one, didn't you?
Let me at him.
Oh no. We fucked up.
Did my engine die?
Weak.
Oh, so annoying!
Let's freaking go. Let it loose.
It's all right.
Jeez, it'd be great if I could actually use them over here, but I can't. Alright.
This certainly isn't good. It's not over yet.
No way forward but through. Carry on without me, everyone.
Actually, I have a really dumb idea.
Not there yet. That all you got?
Nope.
I'll show you what's up. I'll hit you with all I got.
Yeah, this is not... Yeah, I gotta be smarter about this.
How's that?
I can barely move. Huh? Why did she die? We can't keep on like this. I won't. I can still move. This is the only way. The rest is up to you.
Alright, so... I literally can't do any... Oh, fuck. He's still stunned. This is gonna end bad. Oh! They're ganging up on me. Okay.
Let me at him. Bang, bang, bang. Prepped and ready. That's what I'm talking about. I'll show you what's up. Prepped and ready. Let me handle it. Hey! I'll show you what's up. Mow 'em down. Just watch me. Hey! Prepped and ready. Bang, bang, bang.
We got him. Holy fuck. We actually...
Sorry, I'll be back soon.
That's fine. Oh my god.
Did we win?
Yeah. I think so.
So, what do we do with this one?
This one? Oh. I see what you mean.
Can't leave it alive or it'll just come after us again.
Guess one of us will have to strike the finishing blow, like Mistress Hiriko did before. It's kind of a lot of effort, though. Who wants to do it? The finishing blow? You mean kill them? Not like it's a real person or anything. It's just an invader.
Hey, why can this one use hemoanima anyway? Just how many of the invaders have powers like ours?
We still don't know. Hiruko might have been able to tell us, but...
We can talk about this later. We gotta hurry or it's gonna revive.
Even if it's our enemy, I don't relish the thought of sucking out its power and leaving it a dried up husk. But I guess somebody's gotta do it.
Oh man. Why are they... This is this... They always show it from the enemy's point of view. So we'll
Guess
go
I've got no choice. This is it. You're finished.
Yeah, it's like, why don't I feel as good about this as I should? A D for that one? Oof. Yeah, probably because I had to sacrifice 2 of my people just to pull that one off. Phew, it's finally over. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot worse. Yeah, I didn't get as nauseous as I was expecting. I think my class armor helped to settle my stomach or something.
Hey!
I got something to say to you two. Takemoto came stomping up and slammed his hand on Gaku's shoulder. I had you all wrong. You were great out there. Huh? Oh, thanks? We couldn't have won that battle without you. And your class weapons were so freaking badass. You think so? Yeah, you should let me take yours for a spin sometime, Gaku. I want to pull off one of those cool headshots on you. Shoot the enemy, not me. That goes for yours too, Tsubasa. You were drifting around the battlefield like you were in some kind of off-road stunt rally. Really? Thanks. Most people don't know good driving technique when they see it. Let's lay off the high fives and shoulder slaps though, okay? I probably smell pretty funky right now. We're finally coming together as a team. I'm not sure if my heart can handle this much emotion. Do you need to go lie down for a few minutes? Alright, this calls for a celebration. Let's fire up the Rash-O-Matic and... on second thought, it's late and I'm beat. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Yeah, it's practically morning already. We're all going to need our rest. And I really need to take a shower. Oh man, things would be so much easier if I could just stay awake while I'm asleep. Feeling triumphant and yet exhausted from another successful battle, we shuffled back to our rooms for some well-deserved rest. The moment I got back to my room, I let out a huge sigh and collapsed onto the bed. I was too tired to even lift a finger. All that stress and fatigue really added up. How long am I going to have to keep doing this? I hadn't forgotten Hiroko or the weird ghost boy, but I couldn't fathom summon the energy to think about them right now. Just let me sleep. I closed my eyes and almost immediately sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. Day 18, huh? Well, let's save. I opened my eyes. I was awake, but... Ow, ow, ow. My legs hurt, my arms hurt, my neck, my chest, and abdomen hurt. I was hurt in places I didn't even know the correct anatomical term for. My whole body was one big mass of muscle pain. Guess I overdid it. I had no idea yesterday had put so much strain on my body. Our previous battles had left me pretty tired the day after, but never like this. What time is it anyway? I struggled to sit up, tentatively raising my head until I could see the clock on the wall. It's past 1 p.m. already. Wow, I really slept in. I didn't feel refreshed at all. Even after hauling myself out of bed and getting dressed, I still only felt half awake. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'll go see if they're in the cafeteria. Forcing myself to move, I slowly made my way towards our usual meeting place. My back hunched over like an old man's. When I finally got to the cafeteria, I wasn't sure whether to be surprised or deflated by what I saw.
Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling today?
You took your sweet time. I only got here a minute ago too, though.
Hey guys. Are your muscles hurting as much as mine?
Not just my muscles. My throat feels like it's been lined with sandpaper. All that throwing up must have inflamed it.
I don't even know if I can lift a pair of chopsticks right now.
Darumi has encountered a fatal error and has to shut down. She will continue in power-saving mode until fully charged.
Hey, Chaotic Energy coming in with the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. My name is Nathan J. Caboose. I am a variety streamer, and I am currently juggling this game, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, along with AI The Somnium Files. So, depending on the day of the week, you'll either see me playing one of those two games. So, how's your night? What game were you playing? Congratulations on another win, everybody. Go ahead and order whatever you want. You've earned it. Who the fuck are you to be saying that to me exactly? Stay where you are. We'll bring it to you. Okay, that's much, much nicer. Thank you. The Tsukumo twins went back and forth to the Ration-O-Matic, bringing us our breakfast. Or was it lunch? Here's your avocado cheeseburger, Tsubasa. I added a thick layer of peanut butter as a nice little extra. I am not sure how I feel about that. You shouldn't have. I mean, you really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
For Mr. Maruko, a bowl of rice with thin strips of cow flesh on too. Is this really food? Must be a working class schmo thing. Dead by Daylight. That's a good game. I'm glad you got things working for you. Hey, insulting me is one thing, but don't diss Gyudon. Damn right, Gyudon's delicious. How come you're being so nice today, Ima? Nice for you, I mean. I just want to make sure you have all the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength. And there it is. There it is. The creepy simp brother still refuses to fight. If the invaders launched another attack while you were in this state, we'd all be up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Don't say that. You're gonna jinx it. It probably won't happen that soon, but there will be other attacks. Last night proved they're not shy about attacking at night either. So we gotta live in constant fear of when our next battle's gonna be? My rotten luck keeps getting rottener. Speaking of the future, what are we gonna do from here on? I think I know what everyone's going to say, but I'd like to make sure. I'm too tired to go on living. I'ma just veg out until I feel better. I'm so freaking tired. Hope this ain't gonna take long. I'm exhausted. My whole body's sore. And my throat still hurts from throwing up so much. I'll bring your food to you. Just tell me what you want. At least this way, I can help out the rest of the team. Eat up now. I'm gonna make sure you have all the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength. I need you to protect me and my dear sister, after all. That man has no shame. Shoma Ginzaki. Sorry I didn't help out with the food. I was worried you might catch my chronic loseritis while your immune systems are already under so much stress. Feel free to keep ignoring me, by the way. Think of me as some kind of gremlin out that randomly makes noises now and then. Except, you know, not a cute one. We gotta keep living like this for another 80-something days? If this isn't rotten luck, I don't know what is. What's this about our future plan, Ido? First we lost Sirei, now it looks like Hiroko isn't coming back either. So we should keep looking for her, or choose a new leader. Should we keep defending the school like before? We need to consider our options. I almost forgot about that. Did she really have some kind of secret passage out of here? No! She was murdered by the traitor hiding in our ranks. Dartermi? Dartermi, stop. This is not Danganronpa. Quit it. You're gonna make everyone paranoid. Guys, knock it off. It ain't cool to speak ill of the dead. And if she's still alive, she'll probably come back and explain herself soon enough. Sirei and Hiroko both knew something about this war and disappeared before they could tell us anything about it. We may have to accept that we're never going to learn the whole truth. Knowing that, what do you all think we should do from here on out? It's not like we can leave. Nothing we can do except run out the 100 days. But all that stuff about going home when we're done, is it still gonna happen without Sirei here? I wish we knew that much at the very least. We're supposedly here on a final mission to defend the future of humanity. Isn't that right? Surely the people in charge wouldn't leave us here unsupervised. There's got to be some way to contact them, whoever they are. Sirei must have been in charge of that too. Now that he's gone, we're probably cut off. For a mission this important, you'd think they'd have some fail-safes in place, wouldn't you? Maybe everything Sirei told us was a lie, and this whole thing is a twisted reality show set up by a cadre of ultra-rich dudes. They're probably out there right now, sipping champagne and getting off on seeing us suffer. Yo ho ho! What part of that was funny? This really sucks though. At least before we had some hope of learning the truth. I know it's frustrating to have all these unanswered questions, but the invaders are targeting this school. There's no doubt about that. That means the part about there being something important here is true. Why else would they keep attacking so persistently? So I think the 100-day time limit must have a grain of truth in it as well. I don't doubt that something will happen on the 100th day. As to whether that will include us going home, all we can do is have faith that it will. I guess so. We don't really have any other option, do we? We'll be okay. It'll all work out in the end, one way or another. Yeah, let's go with that. I seriously don't want to think about this anymore. The only way I'm going to get through this is by focusing on the awesome stuff I'll do once I get home. I'll be hailed as the hero who saved mankind. Money, honor, women, they'll all be mine for the taking. Everyone who made fun of me will get their just desserts, and the world will enter a new era with me leading the way. You're starting to sound like a supervillain now. We spent a little longer in the cafeteria, eating a meal that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner all rolled into one. Once we were done, we went back to our rooms. I was still aching all over, but at least I had a full stomach. This really hurts. Back in my room, I collapsed onto the bed and just lay there for a while. Staying on my feet was too much effort. I'd already wasted most of the day doing nothing. Although after last night's battle, that was only natural. In fact, it was probably better for me to take it easy and allow my body to recover it. Maybe I'll take a shower and hit the sack. I spent the rest of the day lying in bed, not doing anything noteworthy. Before I knew it, my 18th day at Last Defense Academy had passed me by. Day 19.
Burn out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 19th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number. A real milestone if ever I heard one. I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the...
In honor of the... Alright.
Garage on the first floor, and the library on the second. The VR machine in the training room's been updated too. All part of the service. Be sure to sharpen up your skills, allow your creativity to bloom, and slaughter the vile invaders more efficiently than ever.
Ow, ow, ow. The pain in my muscles wasn't completely gone, but I felt a lot better than I did yesterday. What's the idea with making the 19th day a milestone anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. He probably wanted us to call him out and watch him squirm. No use getting worked up about it now. I guess I should go take a look at the new rooms. First things first, we should really save. Alright, so second floor library, let's go. Yeah, this game, there's a lot of shit happening in this game, and like this is supposed to play out over 100 days. I do not know. And one character has already died, and another has gone missing and is presumed dead. I've seen trailers. I know other characters will show up, but it's just a lot has happened. Hey, Cat to Butt, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great night. Sure enough, this is the library. This is wonderful. They've got a huge selection of titles from all kinds of genres. I don't think I've ever seen this many books, not even the TRC's libraries. Well, how about that? I'm not much of a reader, so I never really thought about how many books we had. Believe me, this is impressive. I used to spend most of my spare time reading. Being around people always made me nervous. Books were my refuge from the world. Aito doesn't hesitate to speak his mind anymore. I guess this experience has helped him bring him out of his shell. How about you, Shoma? Do you like to read? Do you have a favorite book? If you think I'll have anything interesting to add to this conversation, you're going to be disappointed. I don't read or watch TV or play video games or engage with any kind of media worth talking about. I'm sorry for being so thoroughly uninteresting. That's okay. So is it only books here? Nothing extra like the gift-o-matic in the rec room? I don't think so. Well, there are some rather unusual choices on the shelves. There's guides on combat techniques, military strategy, that kind of thing. They might teach us something that can help us against the invaders. I think that's more your area of expertise than mine. That's fair. I'll let you know if I come across anything useful. Thanks, Aito. Alright, so reading study has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. That's a lot of books. I'm not sure if they'll be useful to me since I seldom read. Alright, so we can't actually do this right now because we still have other objectives. This is not a free time event. What a relaxing place. I think I'll come here when my symptoms flare up. Your condition gives you chest pains and stuff, right? Would taking deep breaths help? It might, if it wasn't for the smell. What smell? When the symptoms are really bad, my smell, vision, and hearing all get more acute, inducing a kind of sensory overload. Sorry to hear that. I still don't know what Ido's condition is exactly, but I do worry about him. And how does the Revival-matic deal with this? When it brings him back after death, does it replicate the disease as well? If it's genetic, it might not be able to... It might have to. You all look so cool out there on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'll never be able to fight. I'm too much of a loser and a weakling. I know it's not easy, but you could try working through those problems. You shouldn't expect too much from me. Trust me, you'll only be disappointed in the end. I'm no more remarkable than a generic background character. You should change my name to Random Guy A and it wouldn't make much difference. You're better off just ignoring me. Alright, now we gotta get to the first floor garage. Here we go. Oh, this is the garage. Looks like there's some cool stuff in here. Cool doesn't even begin to cover it. Oh, look at this. Isn't it awesome? And that over there. And wow, you never find these things in such good condition. You sure seem excited. Well, duh. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. If you ever want to make adjustments to your class weapon, just let me know. I'd be glad to handle any customization work. Customize my class weapon? Yes, this place has everything. Aren't our class weapons supposed to be like manifestations of our will to fight? Channeled through our blood or something? Is it even possible to customize them? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on the details either, but there's equipment here specifically designed to do just that. I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time here. I'll have this gear up and running faster you can say methylocyclo open tidanol magnese tricarbony. Wow, I knew Tsubasa was into machines, but I had no idea she could get this passionate about them. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started. Who wants to be first? It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul, just let me tweak it a little. Whoa, calm down, Tsubasa. I know you're excited, but let's take things slow, okay? New skills development have been unlocked. can you sit during your free time? Yeah, but you can... No dismembered corpse here either. I've been looking all morning too. This is taking way too long. Aren't we ever gonna find Mistress Hiruko's body? Hey, come on. We don't know for sure that she's dead. For all we know, she might just... Of course she's dead, dingus. Don't be so naive. Once we find the body, I'll take one of her fingers for my collection. I can make it into an earring, so that we'll always be together. Oh my god. When we find Mrs. Hiruko's... Alright. Fingers for my collection, or maybe an eyeball. I can make it into an earring. Then we'll always be together. This girl has issues. Alright, back up to the second floor. And the training room. Oh, hey, Takumi. You came to check out this room too, huh? Yeah, I was curious about what this update to the VR training machine is all about. Looks like they added some new scenarios for us to try out. They might actually be kind of fun. You want to jump in with me sometime and see who can get the best score? Yeah. Let me get back to you on that. Takemaru seems like the competitive type. I don't think I'd be able to keep up if you got really into it. New VR training missions have been unlocked. You can access them during your free time. Okay, I've taken a look at all the new rooms and facilities that were unlocked today. I think I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Even after a full day's rest, I'm still tired. I let out a long, long breath and felt any motivation to do something productive drain away. Instead, I made for the comforting embrace of my bed. My aches and pains were more manageable now, but I still wasn't in peak form, not by a long shot. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a minute. I lay down and let my body go completely limp. I wasn't going anywhere else today. And so I snoozed away my 19th day at Last Defense Academy in relative peace and comfort. Day 20.
Band out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your life to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
So between yesterday and today, I've played this 6 hours. And I've basically covered 3 weeks since day 7. No, almost 2 weeks. My math. I suck at math. I've covered almost 2 weeks. That's kind of wild. Once I was out of bed and on my feet, I stretched, feeling my back, arms, and legs strengthening out for the first time in a while. Whew. I guess last night really did the trick. I feel so much better now. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. I'll head to the cafeteria and see how everyone else is doing. But when I got to the cafeteria, there was nobody there. I guess I'm here first today. Well, stranger things have happened. I'll grab some breakfast and wait for them. I sat there on my own for a few minutes until the door finally opened and someone else walked in. Ah, hello, Takumi. What a pleasure to see you first thing in the morning. You're making it sound like we woke up together. It's kind of strange for the others to not be here yet, isn't it? Do you think they're still asleep? Could be. A lot of them stayed up late last night, even past the evening announcement. Really? Why'd they do that? Some of them wanted to keep snacking. Others were using the new facilities. They were pretty much doing whatever they felt like. Does that count as freedom or anarchy? Maybe a little bit of both. We don't really have any authority figures here anymore. It's like if students who at a regular school were given free reign and with no teachers or student council. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, of course, but I can't help thinking we should be using this time to come up with some new strategies. I don't know. We never know what the enemy is going to do until they show up. How do you plan for that? Plus, those guys would never go along with strategy meetings or group training sessions or anything like that. At least not without someone to organize it all. Are you saying we need a new leader? Why don't you do it, Takumi? I think you do a wonderful job. Why don't you give him a red shirt while you're at it, dude? Me? You've got to be kidding. I'm not leader material. I disagree. You're considerate of others. You've always had our backs in battle, and you never give up hope. I'd be proud to follow someone like you. Knock it off. You're making me blush. I'm telling you, I don't handle responsibility very well. Well, if you really don't want to, I won't force you. But leader or no leader, we're still there for each other when it counts. That's what being friends is all about. Whatever happens, we'll be okay, right? Right. We'll find a way to make it work. None of the others came to the cafeteria that morning. It was just me and Ido. We talked for a little while longer before heading back to our rooms. No Sirei, no Hiriko. Right now it's liberating, but this lack of discipline could lead to problems later down the line. Then again, I can't imagine any of us stepping up to lead the unit at this point. Dwelling on it won't help, though. I'm sure I can find a better use for my time. I've got access to new places now, and after all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I prefer to do something active today. The garage has been unlocked. You can now develop new skills. Okay, this is weird. What is with... Okay. What is with the controller? Let me try removing it and putting it back. What the fuck? Oh my god. This game is hella glitching right now. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, I can't advance. And I've even tried the keyboard. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Yeah. I cannot advance past this screen. Holy shit. Okay, alright, so then I am forced to stop here with no, and I cannot even save. Oh my god, this is insane. I am going to try one more thing. I am going to try exiting and restarting the game. So don't hang tight. I'm going to restart this. Hopefully this will work. Alright, yeah, it's working here just fine. Alright, this is where I have the autosave. Alright, I'm gonna create a manual save here. Alright, let's see how this works. Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay. Alright. With that, I'm just gonna take a short bathroom break. You can do reading study. You can now raise the grade of your choice by reading books. Okay, cool. Since you can only choose to increase one specific grade at a time. Alright. Give me 1 second, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hope you didn't miss me too badly. So, alright, so we got 3 new things to do. But you're only allowed 2 free time events per day. I think, alright, because I am curious, I am going to check out, I'm actually going to try the library and the garage. And that'll be how I spend day 20. came all the way to the library. I might as well read something. The books on this shelf look interesting. Which one should I choose? It would help if I could actually see my report card. But I think I'll do linguistics. Alright, so literacy or creativity. We'll do this one. Maybe we'll learn something interesting about the Tokyo residential complex. Tokyo Residential Complex bookstores have rows of literary works from the old world that were published before blank. We were able to preserve works written by such literary masters as Sosuke Natsume, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, and Yasunari Kawabata. On the other hand, there are countless other works that have been lost. Historical novels are one example. Works based on both Japanese and international history have disappeared, along with the entire genre. This was carried out by the Tokyo Residential Complex Secretariat Security Division, stating redacted as the reason. Members of the Security Division parse through every literary work and thoroughly redact anything based on humanity's previous history. If you guys look at this game at the beginning, that does take place in the Tokyo... inside the Tokyo Residential Complex, you'll see that it kind of looks like the inside of a Gundam space colony. Based on the security law passed in the year redacted of the Residential Complex calendar, this redacted was meant to redacted the public's interest in the subject. More redacted information. Censorship is the child of fear and the product of ignorance, folks. Most of this has been censored. It's practically unreadable now. Reading this book increased your literacy by 5. Really? Phew, today was pretty productive. I should come back and read another book from this shelf sometime. Reading the same book twice during reading study will be enough to finish the book completely, greatly increasing the corresponding grade. Once fully read, the effect of the book will decrease. Be sure to balance your reading with your other student activities and giving gifts. Alright, we are going to check out the garage, but first I want to see Takumi's report card. Shit, I should have read a science book. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna read a science book. We're going to read a science book. Technology. Bio here of the Tokyo Residential Complex. I'll try reading this book today. Are you familiar with something called a bottle aquarium? It's an interior design piece made by filling an empty bottle with water, plants, and sand, introducing live specimens inside before sealing it shut. The specimens trapped in the bottle live their lives in this tiny world, propagating and ultimately dying. You could say the bottle is a world of its own, and the longer it is kept, the more unique of a biosphere it will develop. That is a general summary of bottle aquariums. Now I would like to ask the dear reader this. What is the biggest bottle aquarium in the world? It's something you all know very well. There is no need to keep you in suspense. The answer is the Tokyo residential complex in which we all live. We have lived for generations in this giant bottle aquarium, constructing a new, totally unique biosphere. Ecologically speaking, we are not descendants of the Japanese people, but rather the Tokyo residential complexities with our own. I closed the books. Things were getting too complicated to follow. Reading this book increased your technology by 5. We got a point up in science. Today was pretty productive. I should come back and read another book from the shelf sometime. Alright, that was a smarter choice. Now to the garage. Alright, so can his weapon be upgraded? Yeah, I can actually learn Impact Stab. And level 2. And we learn Counter-Strike. Alright, well, we know now we need to actually get social studies. We'll do that at some point, but for now, learn Eat This. Wow. These are all the people, so Hiroko is not even on this list right now. Alright, that's some good upgrading right there. So you gotta, you do this, you upgrade your class weapons by, well, by exploring and getting points. Then, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna nerd out in the library. Alright, yeah, we're gonna read a social studies book. Yep, social studies. Alright, everything there is to know about the Tokyo residential complex. Let's go. The Tokyo residential complex is a fortress within an all-weather dome. Its size is roughly 390 square miles. It is mankind's sole residential area, based on the 23 wards of the old world city of Tokyo. Some 500,000 people live peacefully under a roof that shields the sky. On the surface, society operates under capitalism that encourages the free market, but the wealth grab is rather small, and in practice is closer to communism. Hell yeah. The Tokyo Residential Complex is governing body is the Tokyo Residential Complex Administration, whose members inherit their missions. The predecessor of the Tokyo Residential Complex, Redacted, was completed around Redacted years ago. Well, that is a double-digit Redacted, so it was less than a century. The sponsor of the construction of the plane was Redacted. Redacted, who was Redacted at the time, set up the Redacted Project to protect mankind from Redacted. Together with their sworn friends Redacted and Redacted, they redacted a coup d'etat. More information redacted. Most of this has been censored. It's practically unreadable now. Reading this book increased your exploration by 5. Alright.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Yeah, and there's the nighttime announcement. Not that anyone cares anymore, apparently. I've got nothing else to do. My body knows when it's tired. I'll do like it says and turn in. My regular routine was starting to reassert itself. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. Day 21.
Burn out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 21st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your life to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Day 21 already. I've still got 79 more to go, but that doesn't feel so impossibly long anymore. And once I make it to the end, I'll go home. I'll see Karawa again, and everything will be fine. I have to keep going. I can't give up. Now, what do I do this morning? Everyone else seems to have given up on meeting in the cafeteria first thing. Maybe I'll pass through today as well. I could probably find something else to do. Alright. It's been long enough for, another great stream. But it's late. So I just want to thank again. I want to thank Chaotic Energy for the raid, Cat's a Butt for the subscription, Killer Machine for the lurk, and everyone else who watched. Always a pleasure to see you all on here. And thank you for the follow, Chaotic Energy. Much appreciated. So, let's find somebody to raid. I don't want to leave you alone tonight. You know what? I see Super Cat playing right now. So, we're going to say hello to them. They are playing Dead by Daylight. They've been very cool to me since I kind of stumbled into their community. So, let's repay the kindness. So, thank you for watching. Please be kind. Please be respectful. Hit her with your favorite emote. And thank you for watching.